Hey friends, it's Robert. On today's episode of World Crafted, we are headed to the Indonesian island of Java to examine an ancient technique of creating uniquely patterned and hand-dyed fabric. Then, we'll reimagine this tradition using a modern DIY method to create a beautiful custom throw pillow for your home. In the country of Indonesia, there is an art form so old that it's said to predate written records. Batik is a technique of wax-resist dyeing applied to cloth, creating highly patterned and colorful fabric. Traditionally, a specialized tool is used to meticulously draw patterns in melted wax directly onto fabric. Then the fabric is dyed, and once it has dried, the wax resist is removed. The areas treated with the resist keep their original color, and the contrast between the dyed and undyed areas form the pattern. Now I want to show you how to create a faux batik method, replacing wax with the unexpected material of glue. This is not standard white craft glue, but rather the gel glue used by children in school. The gel format doesn't run and it's washable, making it a perfect resist. Traditionally, batik can take skilled artisans months to complete, but this reimagined method yields wonderful results in a short amount of time. While batik is typically applied to fabric for the creation of clothing, I'm going to create our faux batik on a ready-made cotton throw pillow cover. Prepare the fabric by pre-washing it and ironing it flat. And to prevent the front and back panels of the pillowcase from sticking together, insert a piece of cardboard wrapped in wax paper. In general, there are two categories of batik design: freeform designs and geometric motifs. To create a freeform design, you can simply squeeze your glue directly from the bottle and draw a design onto the fabric. But I'm going to show you how to create a geometric pattern, applying the glue with a stamping technique. I was inspired by a traditional pattern from Java called kawung, which dates back to the 13th century. This pattern consists of intersecting circles and was originally reserved for Javanese royalty. It's also thought by some that the resulting ovals in the pattern resemble the fruit of the Indonesian kapok tree. To stamp our design in glue, I'm using a simple round cookie cutter. Most cookie cutters have a sharp edge designed to cut through dough and a rolled edge on the opposite side. We're going to be stamping with the rolled edge for a bolder stamped line. You could also use the lip of a drinking glass or a jar. Squeeze a puddle of the gel glue roughly the same diameter as your cookie cutter onto a plate. Dip the rolled edge into the glue and then apply to the pillowcase. The kawung pattern begins with a grid of side-by-side circles, and I'm creating 4 rows. Take your time with this process, and just know in advance that your resulting circles won't be perfect, and that's totally okay. You'll also notice that the gel glue I'm using is tinted blue, but once it's dry, it will be completely clear. Once you've created the grid of circles, we're going to create a second overlapping grid to complete the kawung pattern. Position your cookie cutter over the area created between 4 circles and stamp. My second grid will have 3 rows. When you've completed stamping your gel glue resist, set the pillowcase aside and allow it to completely dry. Once the glue is fully dry, it's time to apply the fabric paint. There is a wide selection of color choices available, so go with something that matches your home decor. You'll also want to select a fabric paint that doesn't require you to heat set it, as this would affect the glue resist. Alternately, you can use watered-down acrylic craft paint. Just know that the colors won't end up being as bold once you've rinsed and washed the fabric. You can brush on the paint, carefully filling in each area of the design, or you can opt to paint in an overall freeform fashion. If you decide to paint in individual sections like I am, be certain to overlap the glue lines just a bit. This ensures you cover the whole area. Any portion of the fabric covered by the glue will resist the paint. When you finish painting, allow it to dry according to the paint manufacturer's directions. Then, soak the fabric in warm water and begin to rub away the glue with your fingers. This will take a few minutes. You'll begin to notice the design emerging, revealing the areas of the fabric that resisted the paint. Once the glue is entirely removed, thoroughly rinse the pillowcase, then wash and dry it. You can then fill it with a pillow insert, and it's ready to keep you company on your sofa, side chair, or bed. I do hope that you'll give this project a try, and I also want to encourage you to do an online image search for batik to see some of the amazing patterns created by talented Javanese artisans. Thank you so much for watching. Be certain to subscribe to Kin Community, and join me next time for another world-inspired DIY.